The quaint waterside town of Portland, Maine is a creative haven for makers who have turned their passions into unique and thriving businesses. One of the oldest is a shop that has taken upcycling to a whole new level, saving over 700 tons of material from going into landfills, one sale at a time.
At Sea Bags, we design and manufacture tote bags and other accessories out of recycled sails off sailboats. My partner, Hannah Kubiak, started the company, and it was kind of a hobby business that was on this wharf right where we are today.
What started as a two-person operation in 1999 has grown to 175 employees and 34 stores all over the country.
We took in over 10,000 sales last year, and we're on course to do that this year too. We have a sale trade program where if somebody's sail is no longer of good use to sail, they can bring their sail in here and we will give them a sea bag in exchange, either out of their product or something that we have in stock. The sail comes in and immediately goes over to our warehouse. Our cutters cut them with an artist's eye so that we have the designs in the right place for the right bags. And then the pieces of sail are brought over to this location where we will finish putting designs on them. Being good stewards to our community is one of the cornerstones that we started the business on. The thing I'm most proud of is creating jobs and career paths for people. I look around and we have a handful of people that have been with us since the company started and really helped build this. The fact that they've helped create this brand and this company is amazing. The fact that we are now attracting talent that can help us build the company and the brand as we go, there's just no better feeling.
Next up is a maker who gets his inspiration from the most abundant crop in the world that happens to be conveniently located right here off the coast of Maine.
If you can think of something that's good for you, it's in seaweed. One day I was drinking green tea and I noticed that it tasted almost exactly like kelp. And then I remembered there is actually a style of green tea that is prized for its seaweed tasting notes. So I thought of combining the two, and I quit my job, moved back to Maine, and I had this idea in the back of my mind that I was going to start a seaweed tea company. I work with several wild harvesters, and they go out at extreme low tides. They dry it, mill it into flakes for me. And then I get just giant 50-pound bags of seaweed, and I blend it with either black tea, green tea, other herbal ingredients. A brick and mortar store was really important to me. We have a tasting table where we do sampling, and I wanted to have one place where you could go and find someone who really knew what they were talking about. I wanted to put everything together and showcase this whole industry. We've got dried seaweed, of course, but we've got fun stuff like kelp salsa, kelp jerkies, pickled seaweed, all sorts of different condiments to make it easy to put it on your food. And then the whole other thing with seaweed is it's great for your skin. We've got lotions and soaps and facial scrubs. A lot of people eat fish because of omega oils, but actually fish don't make any omegas. They get them all from seaweed, so just go straight to the source. It's kind of got everything.
Portland is also home to a modern-day version of a general store curated through one man's travels around the world.
My name is Kazim Lawal, and the name of my shop is Portland Trading Co., located right here in Portland, Maine. When I travel, I'm not a typical traveler in terms of as I'm sourcing, I'm also looking at the way of life. Everything you see here is something that I personally enjoy, and it's been a wonderful journey and discovery so far, and super, super grateful that I can build a business that funds my adventures.
From candles to records, jewelry, clothing, and more, Kazim's offerings change with the seasons and depend on his current travels.
At the beginning, I remember people used to think, my focus is just a local shop. I look at it as a global shop that just happened to make home in Portland, Maine.
Kazim loves making Portland his home base.
It's absolutely wonderful in terms of all the people that I've collaborated with. Even though you might look at Maine as a relatively small state, but I think that small size of it makes you connect on a deeper level and see talent quicker.
One thing all of these makers have in common is a love for Portland and a love for what they do.